Everyone, and welcome to Lodestar's Lending Leaders. This week, we're doing something a little bit different. So we have 2 episodes releasing this week as we will be at the Encompass Experience Conference to kick off our conference season of 2022. And I wanted to introduce you to 2 familiar faces that you're going to be seeing a lot of at our upcoming conferences. The other one is a completely separate episode, but today I have Wendy Marcelli with me. She is one of our sales people here at Lodestar. And thank you so much, Wendy, for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me here.
Of course. Yeah. So just as a little kind of get to know you, I'm going to ask a few questions so everyone can learn a little bit more about where you were before you came to Lodestar. Um,
Great.
so, what was your experience before coming to Lodestar and becoming a part of our team?
Well, I have 20 years of sales experience. I worked in so many different industries, but I've kind of come full circle with working here at Lodestar. I started my career at a company that sold software that helped with the paperless work environment and worked a lot with workflow redesign. So that was a software company, and it was a great experience. We grew rapidly. It was a startup company, and over a period of 7 years, I became president of the company. And like I said, it was a tremendous experience and a fantastic business to be in. Learned a lot in that world. After that experience, I decided to take some time off to raise my 2 phenomenal kids. So my husband and I did the stay-at-home. I did the stay-at-home thing for a few years. I was consulting on the side. But after that, I decided to get back into business. The company I previously worked for was sold off. And I worked in the dental industry for about 3 years. And that was interesting. After that, I actually started my own business. And that company is called PassItOnward.com. And that company, Pass It Onward Stones, actually sells beautiful semi-precious stones that is all about spreading acts of kindness. And I really felt that that was a business that is needed in this world, in this day and age. We forget the little things that make such a difference in the world. So the website tracks the journey of the stones as they're passed from person to person. So that's still my heart business. It's still very much in existence. And then from there, I started working for a company that sold patented protective gear in the sports industry. And I worked there for over 5 years. And unfortunately, due to COVID, that business was hurt because of sports not being played, which really led me here. I did so much research on different companies, and I was so infatuated with this business, and that's what brought my sales experience here to Lodestar. It was really the people that interviewed me that sold me on coming here.
Just a little bit of flattery, nothing major.
It's good.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we see a lot in the mortgage industry. I've talked to so many people that say that they kind of fell into this industry after a hard time or in their life or some other format of right after college, or just decided they needed a career change. Myself, the pandemic brought me here as well. So it seems to be a very common trend in the industry. And, with that, what excites you the most about the mortgage industry coming into it?
That's a really good question, because I didn't know a lot about the mortgage industry until I started researching it. And I think what excites me the most about this industry is that the millennials are really a technology group. And I think that the mortgage lenders, the lenders in general that embrace technology, are really going to make it further. And the ones that don't are going to fall behind. So I feel like we're kind of part of this history in the making with Lodestar software and the calculator, because I really think that we need the technology. And that's exciting for me. It's kind of like in the imaging industry. Back when I was in that business, we were changing the workflow and the way people did business and the internet. That's exactly how this company is. It's very cutting edge. And it feels great to be a part of that. So that's what excites me the most about being part of the mortgage industry.
Well, we're talking a little bit about the industry as a whole, but, kind of going back to our upcoming season and, what is kind of something about you that people wouldn't guess, something they could connect with you at the booth, a fun fact, if you will.
Well, I don't know if this will connect people with me or scare them away, but let's see. A fun fact is my whole family, including myself, are very intuitive people. And at the age of 16, I was reading tarot cards. So that's kind of fun. Um, we have a great party when we all get together. So, hey, there's a fun fact.
A fun little bar trick, if you will. And then something we always ask here on Lending Leaders is, what gets you out of bed in the morning and excited for the day?
Well, my first instinct would say my dog, because he jumps on me every morning and gets me out of bed. And I have to get up whether I want to or not. I love him, but yes. But really it's the pursuit of doing what I enjoy. It's the pursuit of being happy. That's why I chose the career that I'm working in. I love the challenge of learning something new. And I really do. I mean, you hear this a lot, that people are eternal students. I really am. I feel like that's what keeps you young. That's what keeps you growing, is learning. And so that's what gets me out of bed in the morning, is the pursuit of doing things that make me happy.
No, that's fantastic. And I think, especially with the new modern workplace, it's something that people are talking more and more about as well. Um,
For sure.
well, thank you, Wendy, so much for taking some time out of your day today. And we are so excited to be at Experience next week.
Can't
But you can
wait.
also find Wendy will be at the Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference as well in the spring session of conference season. And you'll find me at a lot of conferences. So just follow us on LinkedIn and we will be constantly posting about where we're at and where you can find us next. Thank you so much for listening.